right, do you need a team to be successful as a realtor? Do you? Well, I got the reasons that you do, and I got the reasons that you may not. So let's make that determination right now. So stick around. What's up, everybody? This is Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group with eXp Realty here on the Emerald Coast of Florida. If this is your first time to our channel, we do tons and tons of videos about what you need to know to be a successful real estate agent here in the Emerald Coast or just across the United States. Now, myself, I've been a team agent, I've been a single agent, I've been a realtor in 3 different states, and I want to pass my knowledge on to you. It's been said that you are the sum of 5 people that you surround yourself with. Hopefully I can be one of those voices to help you make the best decision moving forward. So without further ado, let's get into it. So do you need a team to be successful as a realtor? Frankly, the answer is no. You definitely don't. However, the thing that you are going to need is support, right? One thing that I've noticed, and even I personally experienced, because I was a military person prior to this for 14 years, is that you take it from being a JOB and then you move into being into a career. That's just a huge mental shift that you have to go through. And the biggest part about this is that you don't have somebody keeping you accountable. The clock is not keeping you accountable. You have to keep yourself accountable. But the problem is that we're not the best people to keep ourselves accountable. Okay? So if you go ahead and hang your license, which as a real estate agent, that's what you have to do. As a licensee, you have to hang it with a broker. The things that I want from my broker, if I'm not joining a team under that brokerage, is I want somebody there, hopefully an office manager, that's going to keep me personally accountable. I hope that that brokerage as well is going to give me some direction. That direction could be from training. That direction could be, this is how you're going to be successful in real estate, okay? Some sort of direction of who do you want to be? And once you figure that out, how do I get there? I hope that that brokerage as well is giving you some sort of coaching and mentorship. Maybe it's another single agent that's taking their time to help you through your first couple of deals. Even with eXp Realty, we have a mentor program. I'm personally one of them that can help you through a first couple of deals. But those mentors do not get the same sort of support that they get on my personal team. But having some sort of mentoring or coaching is a huge, huge advantage. It could be the difference between you being successful or you being a statistic. Also, make sure that they have great training. Now, I know if you're new to real estate or newer to real estate, that's always been a big sticking point. Are they giving me training? Is it personalized training? Are they giving me continuous training? Are they forcing me to continue to show up to meetings at least once a month to review on how to do a listing contract or how to help out with for sale by owners or something like that? Okay. Also, do you have affinity? Is it just a bunch of people where realtors show up and maybe exchange some stories of the weekend next to the water cooler, if they still have those things, or at least coffee? Definitely coffee. Do you feel welcome there? Or you feel like you're part of it? One of the big things too that we used to say in the military is, do they give you top cover? So I was in the Air Force, and when you're on the ground, troops on the ground want to make sure that they don't have to worry about what's coming from the air. So we would call that top cover to make sure that somebody had your back if something else came around, like maybe you said something wrong or you wrote something wrong in the contract and now you're in trouble. Is somebody going to come to save the day? Is somebody going to be there to protect you when the going goes tough, which it inevitably will? Also, the biggest part that I would have to go in personally that I feel is, are they helping you grow? Are they at least helping you grow as a real estate agent, as a professional? Are they helping you grow at a personal level? Are they doing those certain things? If the answer is yes to most of these, then you probably don't need the support of a team. However, if it's an overwhelming no, then a team might be what you're looking for. So let's talk about teams. So when you join real estate, you go ahead and you get your license. If you already got your license, you're looking around going, who should I join? And you have to take that license regardless of what state you're in, and you have to hang it with a broker. Now, certain places like Ohio, which I was previously licensed in, I had to go ahead and pick a broker first and then take my state exam, which is kind of weird, but you're going to find a place to go ahead and hang your license. Now, when you do that, in certain companies, especially big in eXp Realty, where we are, and Keller Williams and others like that, they have this big team concept. And what that is that you essentially find a coach, leader, mentor, all in one. And then you find that person and you work with a mini brokerage inside of a brokerage. That's the best way to explain it. But the good news about that is that you actually have people on that team that have vested interest in you. Now, those teams, I can tell you right now that no team is created equal. They are not the same. Your leaders, the other people, the culture is always going to be different in what they're going to give you and what they're not going to give you. What their split is with the team and your brokerage, at least your brokerage will stay the same, but the split that you have with the team is going to be different. And it's all going to be based upon what your goals are. And it should be about you, not about the team. Okay? And what I'd like to say that, even in my certain area here in Northwest Florida, there are a handful of real estate teams, even in my brokerage. And I can tell you that each and every one of them offers something different. Mine, personally, we offer people personalized coaching, training. I've developed my own 90-day boot camp to help self-paced for you to get you from where you are now as a successful real estate agent. We say it's just enough to be dangerous. We have an accountability actual system to make sure that you're doing the things that you need to do to be successful. As long as you get out of your own way and can do it, you'll get there. Personalized coaching, mentoring, we do that too, because every single one of you is different. You need to know what you're specifically going to do and be successful at. Because if you sort of like it or you start to get good at it, you'll continue to do that and you'll be a rock star in this industry. All right? And the big thing that I want to tell you is even if they offer you the best thing, but you don't feel like you fit there, it's probably not a good place for you to be. I mean, you could be, hey, this Keller Williams office is the best in the country, and you go there and you feel like you're left out. And even you join a team over there and it's just not good. Well, you like the brokerage, find another team, okay? And it's okay for you to move. Find what's going to give you the best. And at least with our team, we want you to grow not only as an agent, as a person. We know that most people aren't coming from an entrepreneurial field. So this whole concept of being self-accountable without getting any sort of salary, that's a new concept for all of us. So how do we change our lives? How do we change ourselves to be the best person, not only for yourself, but for your family and for the customers that you help? So my suggestion to you is make sure that you interview, at least over the phone, with multiple different brokers, multiple different teams, to see which one might be the best for you. I wouldn't say just interview with one. Get some perspective and interview with a couple. I say the same thing when people call me. People have, in my area, have called me all the time saying, hey, should I go to XYZ brokerage? And they know that they can trust me because if it's not for you, I'm not going to pitch my brokerage to you or my team unless you ask me to. Okay? I want to make sure whatever is best for you, that's where you end up going, because there's so many different ways and so many different cultures for you to be a part of. And whatever's best for you is where you should go. Now, one thing that I'm going to end this with is if you are a self-starter, you're resilient, and you have a support structure at home that can keep you accountable, no team's going to be required. You can go out and do this. If you look at the DISC profile, if you've ever taken that, the DISC, if you don't know what that is, please leave it in the comments below. I'll let you know what that is. Please take a look at that and see where you are, what your personality is. If you're a high driver type personality, then you probably don't need to be under somebody else, unless you're willing to take a step back, be a bit humble, and be a follower before you're willing to be a leader. Trust me, I know this from being in the military, from being an NCO. It was a lot of times that I wanted to lead, but I had to follow first. So maybe you need to take a little bit of time to learn from somebody, pay to learn, even though that split may not be the greatest thing, pay to learn from your commissions, stay in the business, and when it's time for you to grow, hopefully your team lead or your broker understands when you go up and get to that next level. So that's all that I have for you is, do you need a team to be successful as a real estate agent or as a realtor? And if you have any questions about anything that I mentioned here, please leave them here in the comments below. If you have anything else that you'd like to add about being a single agent, team agent, or what have you, again, I'd love to hear from you. Please leave it in the comments below. And if you are considering joining our team, joining eXp Realty, or just want some general information about where to go to, I would personally love to help you out any way that I can. Please give me a call, text, or email. Find me on social media, LinkedIn, whatever you got to do. Got your back when coming and being successful as a real estate agent. We'll see you in our next video. Take care.